and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I like posting videos with lifestyle and home decor, and for today's video we are doing some fun Valentine's Day crafts specifically geared towards home decor. And most of my stuff I picked up was from Dollar Tree. With each project in the voiceover, I will let you know where I got my supplies. I'm also going to leave information down in the description, so make sure you check that out. And so let's just dive right into the first project. Alright guys, so I got this wreath from Hobby Lobby for $6.99. And I picked it up because it also matched these that they had there as well. And these were already pre-assembled. So I kind of dug through what I already own, and I'm going to work with what I have to do something that is similar to this. It's not going to match exact because I don't have these exact flowers, but they're going on two opposite different doors. So these are going to go, I have two of them, are going to go on my balcony doors, and then this is going to go on my front door. So they'll look like they're matching, but they're not like the same exact flowers. So first things first we're going to do is, I'm actually going to flip this over because there's a knot on this that I want to hide. I'm going to keep it being hung up with the twine. I think that's really cute. And then I kind of separated my flowers and dug through what I have. So we have a couple pieces of different types of greenery. And then we have two matching roses for each side, as well as one for the center. And I'm thinking of doing the greenery and everything down here with the flowers. That way you still get the shape of the heart. Sometimes when you put greenery like equal up here, it kind of takes away from the shape of the heart a little bit. So that's why I kind of want to do it down here. And then currently at this moment, the other accessories I have, I may or may not put this W in here. If I do, I'm gonna just use something to like suspend it. If I can get some, I have like clear thread that I might do that with. I have zip ties to attach all the flowers. This has quickly become my favorite way of making wreaths, is with zip ties. And then I have a pair of wire cutters. I finally found them, so we're no longer using my scissors. So, and I already know that I'm going to lay this greenery and this greenery down first. I'm actually going to put these down lower, and I'm just kind of getting the placement. Okay. And I am going to go ahead with this as well. And we're going to quickly zip tie those on first to get started. I'm also going to grab this eucalyptus and kind of place in here. So I'm just making like a little mini bouquet basically. That's just gonna loosely get it all tucked in there, and then I'll be able to tighten it down and finagle all this. Let's go ahead and get the other side started as well. Another way you can do this is go ahead and just throw that zip tie on, but leave it real nice and loose. And then you can kind of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of just start to tuck your greenery in if you don't want to like hold it like a bouquet. Now I like how this white is on the inside, so I'm going to do a little switcheroo. I'm gonna pop this off and pop this off. And then don't be afraid to, you know, play with your greenery. This has leaves that can be kind of moved up and down or even taken off. So I'm able to kind of bunch them up a little bit to get a fuller effect. So, and then just go back and tighten that down so you can better start to position everything how you're gonna want it to be. Alright, so I'm tightening this down because I got it pretty much how I like it, but when I tighten it, my greenery moves. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna also throw another one over here to kind of keep it down in place over here. And I have just enough room in there to throw one of these short leaves in. And I'm even gonna pull one of the leaves through that, and that's gonna allow me to then use that leaf to hide that zip tie. Of course, along with that rose petal, and then I can go ahead and clip that as well. And then if I want to make sure that these really truly stay where I want, I can throw a little piece of glue there. Okay, we're gonna save this one and save this one until we do the centerpiece here. Let's go ahead and get this side tightened and finagled just right. And even though this isn't really moving as much, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that same location of a zip tie in here just to make sure everything's nice and secure. I'm gonna bend this stem as close to that greenery as possible. Maybe even use my wire cutters to bend it without breaking it. Okay, so then I have this, you know, to zip tie to. But I can also get it as close as possible. I'm also going to take another one of those eucalyptus as well as this here, pinch them together, and those are gonna go kind of sandwiched in between these roses to hide some of the stems and whatnot. Not going anywhere. What do you guys think? With RW or without the W? I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna put it on my door. See how I like it just like this. I might go back and put the W on. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments. I'll wait until I upload this video and see what you guys comment about whether or not I should put the W on. So, and then this is done. Let's move on to project number 2. Alright guys, with this project, it's going to be super quick and easy. What you're going to need is 2 hearts from the Dollar Tree. These were found in more of like the craft section of the Valentine's Day decor. And then 3 wooden beads. I will link the package that I got from Amazon down in the description. And I am just using them as little feet to make a pedestal little heart stand. Now you can paint this stuff if you would like. I opted for more of that natural look, so I'm just hot gluing these 3 beads onto one side of the hearts, and then once these are kind of set and dry, I'm going to flip this over and hot glue that other piece of the heart. Stop here and just glue it onto one side, but I kind of like that like more 3D full round effect. That's just the look I was going for. You definitely don't have to do 2 hearts to make this little tier stand. You could just glue the beads onto one side and call it a day. Now if you didn't want to get the thing of beads from Amazon, I can also suggest Dollar Tree has some beads where it's a much smaller package, or they have like little square blocks that you can also get and use those as like your little feet. But super quick, easy, simple, and now you can use it for all sorts of different things for your home decor. Starting off this project with more of those wooden hearts from Dollar Tree, as well as some matte paint that I picked up. This is just a quick acrylic paint here. I did go ahead and test the coverage with that pink one, so that's why one of them is already done. But I am just very quickly and smoothly applying the paint onto these 3 hearts. And I went for colors that would best kind of represent the conversation heart candies that you get. They're also called sweethearts, because that's what this project is making names look like conversation hearts. So I did pink, real light blue, and then a purple. And then once I have these fully painted, I'm going to set them off to the side to dry for a little bit. I actually jumped and moved on to another project while they dried, and then came back to finish it up. And then also from Dollar Tree, I picked up this 2-foot sign, basically like a plaque, and I am going to be gluing these down. That blue was still drying just a little bit, so I'm going to be gluing these down onto this. Now you can use any sort of canvas or wood blank that you would like. I just liked the way that this was kind of shaped. And I thought it would be perfect for 3 hearts, because that's how many names I'm putting on these. And then just using a hot glue to layer on the back of the hearts and push down onto my little sign. And then once the paint is all dried, as well as the hot glue, I'm going to go back in and hand write the names on these. You can also, if you have a Cricut, stencil and vinyl the names. I might do that like next year, but I just wanted to show you an easy way to do it if you didn't have a Cricut maker or any type of vinyl machine. I just used a regular red marker to write our names. And here it is all complete and up next to the gallery wall of all of our family photos. Okay, and for this next project, you're going to need some sort of wood blank as well as conversation hearts. So I just picked up this brand of candy hearts from the store, and then this wood blank specifically I had in my stash, and I painted it white. I didn't worry too much about the surface of the canvas because that is going to be mostly covered by these candy hearts. In addition to the candy hearts, you'll also need a hot glue gun. I kind of picked out the hearts that I wanted to use from the bag and kind of got like a layout because I didn't want two colors of the same right next to each other, so I wanted to kind of lay them out. And then you're simply just going to glue these down into the canvas. Now for the paint choice that I chose, I did go with a matte finish on my paint. That was to match like that chalky effect that you see with these type of candies. I kind of wanted it to also be that chalky effect with the paint and the frame of this canvas. So just a little tip there. You don't have to do that. If you want a glossier finish, you can definitely do that as well. I just went with matte. And then I'm just further explaining here that not only did I make sure that the colors weren't the same by each other, but also like what was on the heart was not the same. So if I didn't want two of them to say hug me and they'd be right next to each other.
You make it alright. I wanna know you better. Give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know. I could stay forever when I'm lying in your arms. Oh, my heart is open. It just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while. What's broken when you make that smile? So just stay for a little while. So long when you go, and I can't get enough of you. So can't you stay a little while? I don't want you to leave.
And then once I have all the hearts placed in there, I went ahead and used a pair of tweezers and just kind of picked out, there was a little bit of that like stringiness from the hot glue gun, and I just wanted to make sure I got all those little string bits out of in between the hearts, and that completes this project. I think this is perfect for like a little tiered tray, or if you have a coffee bar or a little candy station. I think this is perfect for like that little cute designated area. Alright, so for this next project, you're going to want some sort of wooden heart cutout. I found this one at Dollar Tree. I know Hobby Lobby was also selling packs of the wooden hearts. I just happened to pick this one up. Now it is stapled to a twine here. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull 3 of these off. That's all I'm going to use. You can use as many as you would like for this garland. And then measure out your twine or your string. I'm using like a thin macrame type cording here. And then you can definitely string it on a needle. That's going to be the easiest thing to do. But if you don't have a needle, a little hack is get a little thin piece of wire, and you can actually just go like this. And so the needle or this wire is what's going to help you get your beads on. So little hack for you. If you don't have a needle, you can use wire. And then the last thing you're going to need, which I'm going to do here in a few minutes, is hot glue gun. If your hearts aren't pre-drilled with holes, I was going to drill mine with holes, and I still might go back and do that later, but I don't have a small enough drill bit, and I don't want like big giant holes in these, so that might be like a next year I'll update this and fix it. But I would potentially put 2 holes, one here, so I could then string the heart through it. But for today's purposes, I am just going to glue it down. So, oh, and then the last thing you need is, of course, your beads for your garland. I will link down in the description a bag. This bag usually comes filled with all sorts of different sizes. I do have mine kind of sorted out. So that's why you can kind of see some here in jars. And then all you're going to do is start by making a knot at one end. That's going to give you a little hook to hang your garland with. And I'm just going to kind of figure out, so if I'm doing 3 of these, I'm thinking I'm going to do like 2 different sizes. So I'm kind of leaning towards 3 of this size, and then maybe 5, 4. Do we want 4 or do we want? And you can kind of map it out to see what's going to work. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 5 of this size, because then it'll be 5, 3, heart, 3, 5, 3, heart. Does that make sense? If not, you'll see here in just a minute. So because I'm gluing these on, I can just go ahead and string the beads first. So we're doing 5 of that size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it all the way to the end. Make sure they don't fall off that knot. And then 1, 2, 3. And then your heart will get glued down, and then it'll be another 3 big ones. And then another 5 smaller ones. And then I'm just going to place this here so we can start to see it come together. And then you'll have your next heart. 5, 3 big ones. Boom. 3 big ones. And then it's going to be the last heart. 3 big ones. Five small ones. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get these glued down. Check the size on, because I want them to fit a certain place. So I'm gonna check the size and see if I need to do a 4th part. I'm hoping I don't have to, because I like odd numbers. and I kind of want the heart to hang in the middle of where this is going. Alright, so how I'm gluing this down is I'm using the center point as my reference, and I'm just kind of doing the string straight across. I'm going to put a dot here and then a dot on each end, and that should pretty much secure it. And then just wait a few minutes for this to dry, and we'll go see how it looks hanging up, if it's the right length. And if it's the correct length, then we'll just knot the opposite end over here, just the same as we did with this one. Alright guys, it was indeed not the correct length. In fact, I ended up having to use a total of 5 hearts to make this the correct size I wanted it to. You'll see here in just a few moments where I'm hanging it at, and so when I had 3 hearts, it literally didn't hang low enough on this other wall hanging I have. So adding the same repetition of beads and 2 more hearts glued down, and that got me to the desired length I needed. I should have just went with my gut instinct. I measured the string once, but I was like, maybe I made it too long, but nope, I didn't. I had just enough to tie this off and complete this project. And then because this is a garland, you can literally hang it wherever you would like. I hung up garland during Christmas time on this wall hanging, and I really liked it, so I decided to just kind of keep doing that with each season, and so that's where I'm putting this heart garland this time. Yeah, this piece specifically is from my MW Home collection, so if you guys ever see me talk about products from MW Home and you're interested in, find me on Instagram, and I would be more than happy to make these custom pieces for you guys. I really enjoy doing them. I just don't keep them in stock because I don't have enough room to keep them in stock, so I make them custom, and this is just one piece I like to showcase in my own home. And now with the addition of adding the garlands on every season, especially in this bathroom, because this is Annalee's bathroom, I think it's just going to be a fun little addition. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed these 5 simple and easy, quick DIY Valentine's Day crafts that you can use to incorporate in your home. Most of my supplies were purchased at Dollar Tree, like I said in the beginning of the video, and if not, I did mention where I got them from, and I'll also leave a description down and I'll also leave a supply list down in the description for each of the projects. My next video is going to be bringing all of this together for the Valentine's Day Decorate With Me, where I will be decorating the apartment with the little bit of decor we picked up from our Valentine's Day haul, as well as these DIY projects, and just kind of making it cute and festive for the romantic holiday. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye.